What's going on, guys? Scott, yours truly from Scott Hollywood Outdoors. Well, today's February 4th, 2018. Think about that, February 4th, 2018. Super Bowl day, as a matter of fact. And I'm out here making a video with you guys. It's been 34 days since I last uploaded a video on Scott Hollywood Outdoors. 34 days. And for that, my friends, I'm truly, truly sorry. I had all intentions of doing all kinds of videos in January, doing all kinds of fishing, and basically, anything to put some content out, but it just didn't work out that way. So I kind of wanted to just, do a quick video here, just give you an update on the channel, and plus giving an apology for not putting out a lot of content, or any content, for the last month of January. But it's been crazy for me. So where do I begin? Well, the first 10 days of January here in Virginia was bitter cold. Every lake, every river, everywhere around here was frozen solid. Didn't have any ice fishing gear, unfortunately, which I have remedied that, by the way. I went out and purchased about $50 worth of some used ice fishing gear. I got an auger. I've got 5 or 6 pop-ups. I got some ice fishing poles. So that's going to be happening here. If not this year, depending on if it gets really cold again. Most definitely, though, next year. I've got a contact upper mid-state New York that does a lot of ice fishing up in Connecticut. So hopefully, probably not this year, but next year I might hook up with him and do some fishing out that way and do some ice fishing. And then, if we get another cold snap here, I mean, it is only in the beginning of February, so if we get another real good cold snap here, I'm gonna go ahead and try it myself here locally. So that was basically it for the first couple weeks of January. Couldn't do much there. Then after that, we had a whole week of a fishing show and conventions and stuff going on to that. So I spent 3 days up in Richmond for the Richmond Fishing Expo, working the Bass Nation of Virginia booth out that way. I did get some footage of that, so I got to see if I can possibly work that into this video. If not, I might just throw them up onto Instagram or just little odds and ends stuff. And we'll see. I might try to work some of that. But that was fun. I got to hang out with all the guys from Battlefield Bass Mike Club, Region 1 of Bass Nation, Virginia, and also met some of the guys in some of the other regions of Bass Nation of Virginia, Region 6 and guys. Hung out with a couple of YouTube buddies. Matt was there from SB Fishing TV. Got to hang out with him a little bit. Got to watch a couple seminars from Gerald Swindle, Elite Series Pro from Bass. Got to hang out with him for a bit, and basically just walk around and do some shopping. I hung out with my guys over here at Biz Baits. I got a bunch of new soft plastic from them. Went and got some spinner baits from the folks over at Shane's Baits. What else did I do? I got to hang out with some guys over in the kayaking area. That's something I want to start looking into doing this year, is getting some kayak fishing in. I'm thinking about going ahead and purchase a kayak, so I was there looking at some kayaks, so that was pretty fun. That was basically it. So that took up the third week of January, pretty much. Then the last week and a half of January, I had to go up to New York. Had all intentions of going up there and going fishing and hanging out with my buddy Don, from Bassman Jigs, but he happened to be out of town for the weekend that I was going to be there. My wife and kids, they actually came up and visited, but I got there on a Monday, and then Tuesday I was stricken with this cold/flu thing, and so I was sick as a dog for like 7 days up there. And yeah, that was no joke. And me, I never get sick, but yeah, I got it pretty good. I'm still actually suffering a little bit from it. But yeah, so that flu, don't take that flu lightly. That can be brutal. I mean, there's people dying from that stuff. Luckily, I didn't get it that bad. I was just kind of under the weather for about 5 or 6 days while I was up there, and that was a nightmare. And then when I got back from that, in the middle of all this stuff, I've actually got some news for you. It's looking like we're going to be building another house here in Virginia, a bigger house. A house that's going to have a 3-car garage, which means I'm going to have a place for my buddy here. And maybe, just maybe, I might be upgrading this bad boy probably towards the end of the year. It's a little bit of a bigger boat. So that's going to be exciting this coming year. I'm going to bring you guys all along on the ride for this adventure and getting into a new house. So look forward to that. And then here we are now. Here we are the first week of February. Like I said, the first weekend of February. Super Bowl Sunday is here. And I'm out here actually packing up because I'm going out to New York again tomorrow. I'm going to be out there for about 12 days. Number one, to finish a job that we couldn't finish when we were out there 2 weeks ago. But number two, things should work out a little bit better because I think Don won't be on travel or on out of town, so I might be able to do some fishing with him. And it's supposed to be a little warmer. So hopefully all the ponds up there in Central Park are not frozen solid and we can get a little bit of bass fishing in, because here it is, February 4th, and I haven't caught a fish yet this year. That's horrible. I can't believe that. I haven't caught a fish yet in February, in 2018. Last year I caught a fish, excuse me, last year I caught a fish the third day of the year. Here we are the fourth day of February and I haven't caught a fish yet. So, wow, that kind of stinks. So that's pretty much it. That's where I've been for the last 35 days of the year. I'm sorry I have not been in front of this camera telling you all this stuff, as it was happening, but that's just the way it worked out. Which leads me to the second part of this video, an update on my channel, because I'm going to go ahead and start doing more of this Instagram live stuff. I've only done it once or twice last year when we were doing takeoffs for tournaments, but I think I'm going to go ahead and start doing a little bit more stuff with Instagram Live this year. Quite frankly, if I had been doing that this past month, you guys would have known what's been going on more, and nobody would have been worried about me. Where's Sky Hollywood Outdoors? Well, I think I'm going to start using Instagram Live as more of a way to bridge, what goes on in between my videos that I upload. There's a few things I got to work out. I got to figure out if there's a way I can actually save those videos that I record and then possibly upload them to YouTube to also to supplement the channel, the stuff that's on YouTube. Or if there's not a way to do that, I need to figure all that out. But that is something more that I'm going to be doing, so look out for that. More stuff on just Instagram normal posts. I do got to start getting linking some of my stuff over into my Facebook page and getting all that stuff done. So my goal is to kind of grow this channel a little bit more this year. Like I was saying in my last video, that's the goal for 2018, is to grow the channel. Plus now we're with this thing with YouTube, where you got to have 1,000 subscribers to monetize. I'm not too worried about the monetization part of this whole deal. I mean, let's face it, I'm not One Rod One Wheel or I'm not the Guggen Squad. I don't have 1 million subscribers, so I'm not going to be making any money from this thing. If it happens naturally and I grow it slowly but surely, like it has been doing, then so be it. But I'm not going to go out there begging people for subscribers just to get my numbers up. And they're not going to watch my channel. I got a bunch of people that I know that are doing that. They're out there, basically commenting and everything on other people's videos that they don't even watch, just to see if they can pan for a sub. I'm not going to do that. I mean, to me that's not going to work, because number one, in addition to the subscribers, you're also going to need view hours. I think it's 4,000 view hours every 6 months or something like that. So if you're out there just panning for subscribers, yeah, you'll get the subscriber count, but you're not going to get the view hours, so you're still in the same boat. So my philosophy would be just keep putting out good videos, good content, being yourself, doing what you like to do, and put it on video. And if people enjoy it and think it's interesting, they'll click subscribe and watch. I don't want a bunch of subscribers that are not going to watch my channel. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's my little rant on that whole thing. So I'm not too worried about that whole YouTube thing. Also, I do want to thank you guys for still continuing to watch and still continuing to subscribe during this last 36 days that I didn't even put any videos out. I think I've gained like 20 or 30 subscribers in that little bit of time. All I can say is thank you very much for dealing with that. I promise that's not going to happen again. So thanks for keeping hitting that subscribe button, and thanks for keeping watching. I really appreciate that. So hopefully, going into 2018, we're going to have a lot more stuff, and it's going to be a great year. So a little bit of an update on what's coming here in the next couple months. I've got, like I said, this is the first week of February. So like I said earlier, I'm starting off. I'm going to heading up to New York tomorrow. I'm going to be up there for 12 days. I'm thinking that Don, from Bassman Jigs, he's not going to be on out of town, so hopefully we can get some fishing in. Also, I think the weather's going to be a little warmer when I'm up there, so I'm thinking that the lakes and all that stuff will be unfrozen, so that'll be good. Then when I come back, I think it's the 25th of February or somewhere around that way, where it's going to be our first tournament. I'm going to go ahead and fish the what they call the icebreaker tournament. It's going to be on Mott's Reservoir. It's an electric only tournament, so I'm going to take the old low out and do some bass fishing in Mott's Reservoir. And then right around the corner we've got March, which I've got 2 tournaments in March. I've got Mr. Bass, which is the Virginia Bass Nation, the first qualifier for the state team. So I'm going to go ahead and fish that on Lake Gaston with my buddy George. And then later on in the month of March, I've got our first Battlefield Bass tournament, which is going to be on Lake Anna. So I'll be fishing that with George. And then, running right behind that is April, and we're going to be having the tournament into full swing. And we're going to go from there. So, I know also in April I'm going to Florida. I'm going to do some fishing down in Florida. I know I got to go back to Alaska again this year. So all kinds of good stuff's coming down the pike. It's just this is January, just with all the stuff that happened, it just didn't work out for me. And before you know it, time just keeps on ticking. And before you know it, it's like I said, it's already February already. So I think like I said earlier, with the Instagram live stuff and keeping more active on there, posting the in-between stuff, I shouldn't run into this problem again. So again, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for hanging out there and still watching, even though I've been gone for the last month. And Scott Outdoors is not going to let you down again. So with that, I'm going to get back to finishing packing up some stuff, getting some tackle ready for New York. Get inside because it is a little chilly on this cold, rainy day, and I've got to start getting ready for the Super Bowl, which comes on in about 4 hours, and that's it. So I'll see you guys in New York. This is Scott Outdoors, and that's a wrap.